Hi Aries, thank you for joining me for your August general read. Please remember this is still a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, and that includes cross-watchers. Please switch the energies around if it applies, but never try and force a timeline to fit. If it's not your story this time, then it's absolutely okay for you to leave it be. You'll normally find that the bits that are not hitting the mark for you, they are actually part of somebody else's timeline. If you are cross-watching also, please do not take anything that I say in a tarot read personally, okay? Because again, it might not even be your story at all. Right, so Aries collective for the month of August, please. What have we got for Aries? Okay. Right, so your first card out, Aries, is Death, major arcana for a Scorpion. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you've got Scorpio somewhere in your chart that is playing a role in your current energies. Your second card out, Queen of Swords, that's Libran energies. Again, you could be dealing with a Libra, or you've just got Libra somewhere in your chart. Next card is the Five of Cups, and that is Scorpion energies again. It's Mars in Scorpio. Okay. So we've got a very profound change and transformation. We've got you standing your ground. I'm looking here, Aries, at, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, this is somebody from your past has come back round and they've tried to press your old buttons, and they've realized that your old triggers basically are non-existent. They're no longer there. This is somebody who hasn't gotten the result from you that they wanted. They haven't gotten the reaction that they were after. Anything else for Aries, please? Okay, so you've got the Four of Wands, the World, and the Chariot. So we've got your energy here. We've got fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio again, and Aquarius. Heavy Scorpio energies in this read, Aries, and Cancerian energies. Yeah, Aries, you genuinely, you're not in the mood for any bullshit at the moment. You literally, this is you saying, look, enough is enough. I'm not going down this road again. We've been there before. I'm not playing your game again. Some of you have actually told this individual that do not contact me ever again. Your current energy is very much in the minds of you haven't got time to sit and feel sorry for yourself. You haven't got time to play, to be someone else's victim. You just do not have the time for that. I'm seeing that there's something really unjust about this. It's like some of you have been accused of doing something that you haven't done. And you've had to defend yourself here. For some of you, this is an individual that you imagined at one point that this individual you were going to be settled down with, happy with. There was at one point stability here, but it's like that's over, it's finished, and you're definitely focused here on your future. I'm looking here at an energies where you were quite certain at one point that this individual because there was a structure, there was a foundation, and there was at one point stability, and the individual that you have been dealing with, they are basically responsible for this instability. There's something about this particular connection. It's like you genuinely expected it to go in one direction, and they, through the choices that they made, have taken it in a completely different direction, and it's kind of forced you now to look at to look at starting again. See, initially we've got these top energies here that are all quite sort of dark, gloomy, depression, basically, you having to defend yourself. And now it's like some of you are still in this energies currently, and others of you are just coming out of that energies and genuinely looking towards the future here. That I'm picking up on a bit of naivety when it pertains to your future. So this is do or die that I'm getting with this. You're in an energies of acceptance, very much so, and it's like, sod it, I'm just going to move forward with my life and come what may. You're no longer going to be pulled in opposing directions by whoever the individual is that you've been dealing with that has caused instability. There's definitely been a huge letdown here. You're no longer going to be answering to that individual. It's like you've kind of, yeah, you've lost respect for this individual. Purely because of what they've put you through, but also because they've tried to come back round and they've tried to pull you back down to their level. You've definitely lost respect for this individual. But because of that, it's like you've gained respect for yourself as well. And there is definitely a newfound optimism here. You're looking at the future here with a fresh pair of eyes, if you will. Okay. Yeah. King of Swords, the Empress. Got anything else for Aries, please? Okay. Right. 5 of Wands. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Right, slightly more cards than I wanted to take. This, yeah, I am looking here at a romantic connection that is, it's gone wrong, basically. This is, we've got conflict and competition, the 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Some of you have discovered that the individual that you were dealing with was, they were not being honest with you, not even remotely. Page of Swords under there, 3 of Wands under there. Yeah, some of you have discovered that you were being kept in a third-party situation. For some, I mean, let's be honest. I'm looking here at a betrayal. To be perfectly honest with you, there is a betrayal, there is a split, and then the individual who has betrayed you, they have tried to come back round towards you, and they tried to put the blame onto you, and it's you were not having any of this. They've been trying to basically turn you into a victim, and you're not having it. There's mind games and manipulation here also. This is somebody who thought at one point that they were in charge, and they've had a bit of a shock, okay, because you've come out fighting, basically. This is someone who tried to get one over on you consistently, and they were never able to, because you were always 2 steps ahead of the game, always, every single time. You're trying so hard to just move away from this individual and to just focus fire on your future. And you've still got this bastard individual that keeps coming back around, and it's like they keep poking at you. You are taking full control of the situation, though. It doesn't matter if you're male or female or anything in between. It makes no difference. It's just the energies that we're reading, okay? Whenever the Empress shows up towards the end of a tarot read, it indicates that there is a very happy and prosperous outcome to this particular situation. So Aries, now I remember a couple of months ago with one of your reads, and it came out that you were a force to be reckoned with, because back then you had somebody who is trying to play games with you. They were trying to manipulate you, and they weren't going to get anywhere with it. What I'm looking at here is very much the results of that. Basically, this individual hasn't listened to the warning signals. They've tried to come in for an attack, and they've failed miserably. It's like you've literally wiped the floor with this person, literally. This is somebody who they had you in an energy of competing. Now this particular combination here is not great. 5 of Wands, conflict, competition, jealousy, arguments. 3 of Cups can indicate a reunion. I'm feeling more that because it's come out with the 5 of Wands, that you were put in a competitive situation with another individual. And 2 of Cups, balance, harmony, partnership, union, relationship. This is very much a relationship that has gone wrong, and it's gone wrong because the individual that you were dealing with, let's be honest, they were being greedy. They had more than just you on the go, and it's blown up in their face, and quite rightly so. You're taking back control of your life. You're taking back control of your energies. This is showing because you are going to be very successful with moving on from whoever this individual is. Now here's the rub, Aries. Because of the Page of Swords energy, this is your blockage. Your blockage is this individual that you have been dealing with is still currently keeping tabs on you. There is an essence of entitlement here in this read. This individual feels entitled to find out what you're doing, how you're doing, who you're talking to, what you're talking about. There is definitely this entitled energies that is coming from this individual. You are currently trying to plan your future. You are so utterly dedicated here to moving out of that situation. There is rapid growth and expansion here with the 3 of Wands also. So whatever it is that you're currently doing, Aries, honestly, keep doing it. For some of you, this is you focus firing on your career, and you are going to be extremely successful with your career. There is definitely a step up the ladder here because of your dedication and your hard work. There's also, I'm just noticing with his green cloak over his right shoulder, this is telling me here, Aries, that you are slowly but surely coming back into balance and harmony with yourself. You're learning to trust yourself again as well, and there's self-love here, because green always reminds me of heart chakra. It is finances also. So your finances are on the up because of your determination. It's kind of like a byproduct of that. It's like you're learning to appreciate yourself. You're relearning self-love all over again, because you're discovering that you are capable of absolutely anything that you put your mind to it. And it doesn't matter what any outsider tries to throw at you. You are so utterly capable of handling your own shit here. It is showing me that really, really clearly. There is still this energies of anxiety. Some of you are not getting enough sleep also, and for others of you, with this white owl, you're currently spiritually ascending, so you're getting a lot of messages here thrown at you from your spirit guides, from the universe, whichever name that you prefer to go by, and there's kind of like upgrades basically, and that is affecting your current sleep pattern. So it's really, really important at the moment, especially because you've got all of this other shit that's going on, for you to take some time out for yourself here. All right, try to avoid on overexerting your energies. As far as this individual is concerned, they're advising here for you to cut off your energies from that individual. Do not feed them any information. And if this is an individual that you have no other choice but to communicate with, for example, if you're still cohabiting, or if you're still if you still have to keep in contact because of there's children involved here for some of you, then they're suggesting here grey rock. So look up the grey rock method and ensure that any information that you give to this individual is non-specific, that you're not giving them anything accidentally that they could use as ammunition against you. It's very yes, no answers that contain no other information, basically, and hidden under the Fool. Yeah, your brand new beginning, your brand new journey, starting again, basically. Ten of Swords after a painful ending. Yeah. This particular individual, it wasn't so much you were stabbed in the back, they actually had the audacity to stab you in the chest, like front on. They did this betrayal literally right under your nose. And Seven of Coins, yeah, Virgo energy. So you've got Virgo, Gemini again, and Aries. So, yeah, this, again, with your patience and your dedication towards yourself, it's going to pay off here. For some of you, this is showing up in your August energies because this individual is going to attempt to try and press your buttons. And they're going to realise that your old triggers actually no longer exist, because you're moving on now to bigger and better things. You've closed that particular cycle, and you're just not prepared to go down that path again. You're genuinely not. You're on the up and up here, Aries. Further clarity for the Aries collective, please. Yeah. Blast from the past. Someone, something, or a situation from the past returns. Nostalgia out of the blue, old or older. Me and my ego. Pride or fear in the way, not contacting you but thinking of you often and replaying over in mind. Staying in, night in, your space, moment alone, partner's busy, free time or mental vacation. This is you currently very, very focused on what you need, right? You are focused on yourself and your self-growth, your healing. This individual that you've been dealing with, it's as I say, This is definitely somebody coming back round, trying to press old buttons. They're quite egotistical, and it's almost as if they've got it in their mind that there is no way that you're going to turn them down, basically. This is somebody who still thinks very much that they can just come swanning back into your life with no consequences. And what I'm seeing is they are going to come up against quite the opposite of what they're expecting. Let's put it that way. Got anything else for Aries, please? Okay, the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. The status quo is keeping you trapped. Right, see with this. For some of you, this individual was using you for what they could get. Definitely. Because this read is for an Aries who has got a lot to offer. They're very grounded, secure, stable, and stable within themselves. Someone who is high value, basically. This particular individual, I'm sorry to say, is looking like they were using you, and they're coming back in to continue that trend, that continue that status quo of them using you. So Aries, please. Oh, bugger. Okay, so we've got the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. I know that I'm heading in the right direction. The situation is full of potential. Your dreams can come true. More effort is yet required. Keep moving forward. And waning moon. What do you need to release? It is safe for you to let go and move on. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start brand new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now, and giving or receiving an apology. For some of you, this individual is going to attempt to apologize to you, okay? You're going to have to trust in your best intuition when this does come in, as to whether or not they are able to put their money where their mouth is, and to remember the golden rule. People can say whatever they want to say. It's whether or not they can put the action behind it that makes all the difference, right? This individual, you have been feeling that the possibility is quite high for this individual to try and contact you. And you were very much on the ball with that. In fact, it's indicating that this individual is going to be communicating with you a lot quicker than what you would have previously anticipated, basically. The energy is gaining momentum. That this is a build-up here. Don't forget the state that that individual left you in the past, right? For those who might be tempted through nostalgia, and to never forget your worth and your value as well with the Empress energy. You have made so much progress since this individual left your life. And there is the danger, for some of you, not all of you, but there is the danger that this individual's return could set you back a step. All right. It is safe for you to release that particular connection. It is safe for you to look ahead and move ahead confidently. It is safe for you to not allow this individual to keep you stuck. By moving on, you will be heading in the right direction. For some of you, this pertains to love romantic, and for others of you, this pertains to a family member. Either way, there is a betrayal here from an individual who claimed to love you. For Aries, please. One card for Aries. Okay, right, so we've got Isa. It says, a temporary pause or halt. It is prudent to stop and wait for a better time, be silent and regroup. Understand that something may be frozen in place for a time. This is beneficial. Do not allow others to control you or your time. What flows may be stilled for a time. What sings may be silenced for a time, but its nature is movement, and it will return, paused, quiet, to what it is. I am Isa. The Vikings were surrounded by ice, glaciers, icy mountains, frozen rivers and streams. All were commonplace to their environment much of the year. The way that the normally flowing element of water has stilled into ice was magical to the Norse, and this pausing of things is what Isa represents. Isa means ice. If we consider the impact of ice on water, we can see that it exerts a steadying control. It slows the water's path, it makes it wait. For us, Isa can be used to quiet an unsteady mind or a racing heart. It is an excellent aid to meditation and a focus for times when we need to slow down our decision making. Isa also focuses the will, that steely, somewhat icy part of ourselves that may need to be activated to accomplish something difficult. It helps us to draw upon our reserves and settles our flightiness. If Isa appears reversed, it can indicate self-centeredness and an unwillingness to consider someone else's opinion. It may also signify somebody who is very controlling of others, who seeks in particular to control others' time. Be very aware and discerning around people like this, as they can distract you from your goals or dreams. I'm looking at here, Aries. This individual is very selfish, basically. They were selfish, and they were not considerate to your time, your emotions, to you, basically. This is somebody who, again, there's that entitled energies around that individual. There could well be emotional blackmail here as well, to try and reel you back in. You're being asked here, Aries, not to rush into any kind of decision, and to make sure that you investigate everything thoroughly before making a decision on this particular individual. Check it out carefully and make sure that everything's kosher, basically. That's what that card's asking you. What does Aries need to release at this time, please? What does Aries need to release at this time, please? Okay. Right, so you've got surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Take some time out, Aries. Clear your busy mind before you do anything, because a busy mind cannot make a clear and informed decision. you feel that this individual is playing games with you, right? And for the most part, for not for all Aries, but for most of you, yeah, you are actually really correct about that, because there is definitely emotional blackmail here from this individual towards you. While your mind is so busy and chaotic at the moment, it's going to be really difficult for you to make a clear and informed decision. That's also a card about manifesting, so it's like you've done everything that you can to make improvements, basically. Now is the time for you to release your desires up into the universe, and that will help you to manifest the results that you want. Is there anything else for Aries, please? Okay, so we've got Jupiter. That is the planet of expansion, optimism and abundance. It's also the ruling planet for Sagittarius. So yeah, they're reminding you here to be focused on your growth, your expansion, your abundance, your needs, your wants, your desires. Basically, Aries, take this month out from the chaos of others and basically focus fire on what you want throughout this month. Okay, and Libra. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, or you've got Libra in your chart. So with the Libra energy, it's indicating here that at some point you are going to have to make a decision, and avoid being indecisive and try to make your decision balanced on what is fair, but what is fair to you. Right, because you've been put through the walls with this individual, right? Very unnecessarily so. So you're going to have to balance out your options here and make a decision based on what is fair for you, Aries. And also with Libra being a cardinal sign as well. Cardinal, that's all about taking on new challenges, creating brand new ideas, fostering change. It kind of, it's like that burst of inspiration, but then losing your inspiration before something's complete. So literally your guidance here is to try and remain on your current path as best you can. This energy here is serving as a distraction, which you could do without. That's a distraction that you don't need right now. Especially not as, for the most part, your careers are about to start taking off as well in a huge way. Really interesting. Okay, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then your read has ended now. Thank you very, very much for watching. And for those of you who don't give a shit, this is the Rebel deck. This is the deck that I always use at the start of the monthly reads, so it doesn't show up mid-month in the love reads, for example. It's very brutal, very blunt and to the point. And it works in exactly the same way as all of the other tarot and oracle, where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. Okay, so we've got fuck fear, it'll lie to your face. Laugh, where the fuck is your sense of humour? Shit's about to get real. Fuck, you're going to need your people around you. You're the shit, don't forget it. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out your ass pronto. And shit's going down with your job. Yeah, reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. with your job, I was already seeing that really clearly in your tarot anyway. What's going down with your job is actually, for the most part, there's some kind of promotion here or some kind of expansion. There is a step up the ladder here. And right now, Spirit is advising that you focus on that rather than whatever that bullshit was. Because, again, it's a distraction that you really, really genuinely do not need right now, because your career is literally about to take off in a huge way. And for some of you, not all of you, but this is the catalyst to the individual from your past that you had to ice out before. This is the reason for them coming back in, because it's like they suddenly see that you're going places and they're wanting to be a part of that. Take it as you will. But yeah, that is what I have for you, Aries. Please do get in touch if that has resonated for you, because I literally do not know what it is I'm reading. I just have to trust my cards and the other messages as and when they come in. I do read all of your comments. I try to reply to as many as I can. But I absolutely do read them all, and I appreciate every single interaction on my channel. And thank you so much to all of those who have already supported my channel. I mean, you're all amazing. Thank you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my pinned comments or my descriptions box below. So thank you again, Aries. Please do take care, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.